My name is Risien. I'm the project manager here at the OOI data center. Today I'm going to walk you through the data center. It's housed in the Environmental Computing Center here in CIOS at OSU. So we're going to take a walk through quickly, and I'll point out all the different components that make up our data center. First of all, we're going to go into the control room here. It's a secure environment, so only a few of us have access to it. This is where we can monitor some of the equipment. You can see some of the screens over here. We can keep tabs on things, make sure everything's up and running, that we're able to identify issues before they become a real issue. So we're going to go through here into the main data center. It's going to get real noisy here, so you'll hear the whirring of the fans, trying to keep everything as cool as possible. There we go. So this is the Environmental Computing Center, the ECC, which houses the OOI data center and has done since it went live July 2021. So the data center itself is made up of these 5 racks. And I'll just quickly go through the different racks and all the components that make up each rack and fit together to make the whole data center. In rack 1, we've got, and this is true across all 5 racks, we've got all of our redundant networking switches up at the top here, so that networks everything together. Down below here we have our primary production Cassandra database. So it's a 28 node database that is what stores our raw data. In rack 2 here we've got our primary production VxRail node cluster. This is what does all the computation when users make a data request. This will take care of that. We have our U-frame servers running on that. They'll make requests to our Cassandra database, do the necessary processing, and deliver the data to the end user. People at this point familiar with the Data Explorer, one of our primary ways of delivering data, running here on this cluster along with the brand new Jupyter Hub system that we have in place now for allowing users to access our data through a slightly different mechanism. And again, network switches up at the top. Here is really the heart and soul of the data center, I would say. This is our primary production data storage solution. This is the Isilon cluster. It's a 3.8 petabyte cluster, and we currently have about 2.4 petabytes on disk. Above it, we have the redundant Palo Alto firewalls, and so all of our traffic goes through these firewalls, and they work to ensure that the system is as secure as we can possibly get it. And throughout all of this, you know, we've got a lot of redundancy built into the solution. So redundant firewalls, a lot of redundancy within the storage. We could lose 16 nodes, we can lose an entire node, you know, with a hard drive failure or something, or a power issue, and it would have zero impact. We would have no data loss, we'd still be able to deliver the data. We would have no downtime. And speaking of the securing and protecting our data, this is our data protection solution, one of them. This is our tape library at the bottom. It's an ML3 tape library and the 3 servers that support it. And so every day the data that come into this, it's about 500 gig to a terabyte. Those data are written to these tapes. Each tape takes about 10 to 12 terabytes of data. The data are written to the tape, and then I'll come through periodically, remove these tapes, and then take them down to our Southtown facility and secure them in a fireproof, waterproof safe. That way we get an air-gapped copy of our data, so there's a lot of protection there. People aren't able to hack it. And finally, we have our development VxRail server, or cluster I should say. And again, a lot of redundancy in this solution. We can lose a node, or you know, because of a hard drive issue or a memory issue, we need to upgrade the node. We can take that down after we've moved all the virtual machines onto other nodes, and again, we'll have no system downtime while we repair or upgrade the node and then move everything back once it's up and running again. I'll just quickly walk you around the back side here. You can see some of the networking and the power solutions that we have in place. So you can see this is the back end of our Cassandra database, lots of cabling, lots of blinking lights. You can see Again, this is our Isilon here. This is that 16 node I still on 3.8 petabytes of data storage, and our firewalls along with power, etc. So that's our data center, and that's it.